Hello everyone and welcome to my class. To continue with the first theme of class 11th history, that is from the beginning of the time, as I told you in my previous videos that throughout the chapter we'll be covering the human evolution, different phases of human evolution. So let's start the story of the human evolution. The first human-like creatures that appeared on earth were around 36 million years ago in the form of primates. Now primates are the subgroup of larger group of mammals. Mammals are basically those animals who give birth to their babies, right? Who give birth to their offsprings. And in the category of primates, it included monkeys, apes, and humans, right? Now, from primates to present day humans, there were different sub-stages of human evolution. Now, from primates developed hominoids, and the development took around 24 million years ago. Now, see the difference from early primates to hominoids to come to this stage. So many million years were spent, right? And from hominoids, a subgroup of hominoids were developed in the form of hominids. It around 5.6 million years ago. Now see the wide gap between the two categories of human ancestors. Now talking about hominoids and hominids, how the hominids they appeared later and how they are better than hominoids. Let's discuss the difference between the two categories. Now hominoids, they were having a comparatively smaller brain size, means their thinking powers were limited. They have very limited thinking, imagination and observation. Now hominids were having comparatively bigger brain size, much developed thinking, and we can say. Then they are quadruped, means they used to walk on four legs, two hands and two legs. They used their hands also for walking purpose, right? But with a flexible forelimbs, right? Now talking about hominids, they have upright postures, means they can stand on two legs, they can stand straight, and they have bipedal locomotion. Bipedal means bi means two, pedal means legs, and locomotion means movement. Yani they can stand straight, they can move on their two legs. Their hands were free to perform other tasks, right? Now hominoids, they were having their hands were not so developed. They have very limited actions, or their hand movements were very limited, means they mostly used their hands for walking purpose and for climbing on the trees, right? Whereas hominids, they have developed hands. They can perform different tasks, as I said. They can stand straight, they can walk on two legs, their hands were free to perform other tasks. So in the category of hominids, we find the human ancestors who can make stone tools, who can make who can perform other activities, right? So these were the basic difference between hominoids and hominids. Now when we talk about the hominids, they belong to a family known as Hominidae. Now Hominidae includes all forms of human beings, means from hominids till the state of humans, whatever the human-like species, more close to humans rather than the animals. Such species of humans are placed in this category of hominids, like Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens. Right. Now we'll be discussing these stages in detail in upcoming videos, right? Now the Hominidae, this family were having two branches known as genesis of Australopithecus and Homos. Now Australopithecus and Homos were further divided, as I said, Homo habilis, Homo erectus and Homo sapiens. But First, we'll be discussing about Australopithecus, genus of Australopithecus. Now, these Australopithecus, the name Australopithecus is derived from Latin and Greek words. Australo means, it is a Latin word, it means southern, and Pithecus means, it is a Greek word which means apes. So probably the fossils of apes that were found in the southern region, they termed it as Australopithecus. Now, Australopithecus were having small brain, they were having heavier jaws, and their larger teeth, and whatever their physical features were, right, their bodily developments were, they were best suited to live on trees, right. They were still not using land for various purposes. They spend their time on trees. Now, for example, they were having long forelimbs, their hands and legs bones were curved, and they were having mobile ankle joints so that they can move easily on the branches of the trees, right. So all these features makes them fit for living on trees rather than on land. So these are some of the important features of Australopithecus. We'll be discussing about Australopithecus in details in the next video, from where the fossils of Australopithecus were found and how the study was conducted. So this is all about the earliest phase of human evolution from primates to hominids, right? Please make your notes, like, share and review, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.